What's going on, guys and gals? This is Auto Tech. The Angry Ginger is back from his Whitefish, Montana trip. He took his woman down there and they had a romantic getaway. Yes. He brought me back some gifts, so I'm on my way to his place right now to grab those gifts, and then we will probably hash out the final details on our trip coming up pretty quick here. I'm going to take a few minutes here to tell you guys about the trip. I don't have a map right in front of me, so I'm going to kind of have to go off the top of my head. I did plan it out on Google Maps, but basically we're going to take 4 or 5 days, and we're just going to ride, and we're going to kind of take it a little bit more chill, you know, not like 14 hours a day type of thing. We're going to just ride for, 8 to 10 hours a day, and then stop somewhere and crash for the evening. The route that we were planning was it's more of a scenic route. We're going to head south in Alberta, and then I believe it's Highway 3, and we're going to take that basically all the way west, go through like Creston, BC, Trail, BC, and then I think it goes through like Osoyoos or something like that, and then it keeps going a little bit further, and then it ends up at Vancouver, and then we're gonna go south on, I think it was I-5 to Seattle, and then we'll head east to like Montana, and then we're gonna do the Highway to the Sun, that West Glacier Park through Montana, like Cali spell Montana. And then we'll basically just come north home to Calgary. I think round trip it's only like 2,300 kilometers, so it's definitely not anything crazy by any means. I guess the big thing is it will be a more scenic route, so it will take longer than if we hit the main roads and whatnot. Like I've never ridden the road, but I would imagine that from like Creston, BC to all the way to like Osoyoos, it's probably going to be just a 2-lane road, so it'll probably be like 90 kilometer an hour speed limits. So what is that? That's like 55 miles an hour. So definitely a slow go, because even if you're speeding and whatnot, you can only really speed by like 15, 20 over, and then you're still getting a hefty fine. Looking at the extended forecast on 2 different networks, because that's how you got to do things up here in Alberta. Everywhere we got to go is actually looking pretty good. I'm really bad with Fahrenheit, so it's going to be about 30 degrees Celsius pretty well everywhere we got to go, ranging from like 28 Celsius all the way to like 35 Celsius. So just throwing that out there, let's say mid 80s Fahrenheit. Maybe. Yeah, that should be pretty good actually. That'll be nice and warm, and hopefully there's no rain. I'm still gonna bring rain gear, but I mean hopefully it just stays in the bag the whole time. That would be ideal. I will put the map up at the end of the video here, just so that you guys can kind of see it, because I could be off on the highway, but I'm pretty sure that's the places that it passes through. So for any of you guys that have done the route or lived in the areas or anything, is there something like super cool that I just gotta stop and see? Or is it pretty well just enjoy the ride, and that is the tourist attraction of that route? Yeah, that was a pretty good little visit, and yep, so just to confirm, that is 100% the game plan, is to just kind of go along the southern edge of British Columbia into Vancouver, then Seattle, and then cut back east and come through Montana, do the Highway to the Sun, and then north home. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to see if you guys have any suggestions for places to stop or stuff that I got to check out along the way. So I think I'm going to end this one right about here. If you're new to this, make sure you go on and hit that subscribe button, And if you've been sticking around for a while, thanks for taking the time and watching. Yes. All right. These are my favorite kind of gift from the States. Right on.